We putting work, turning nothing into something. They feelings hurt, we turning nothing into something. Give a fuck if they don't like me, cause all this bread I count excites me. Turning nothing to something, nothing into something, turning nothing into something.
Yeah. City boy music. AK, it ain't what you know, it's who you know. They acting like they like me, I know they don't like me. Money over everything, tell them haters bite me. Me without no cash, that is unlike me. Ain't looking what you're looking at, man, cause you ain't like me. Now watch me do it, watch me do it. You ain't like me, you ain't got no cash, got no cash. You ain't like me, you ain't got no swag, got no swag. You ain't like me, I heard you doing bad, doing bad. You ain't like me, now watch me do it, watch me do it. Watch me do it. I heard these niggas talking about the bread, I'm getting to it. Yeah. Nike check, pussy shorty told me just do it. Check. Good head on the shoulder, so I had to let her use it. Damn. As far as my religion, I'm always in the truest.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on, everybody? What is going on? Quiet in Metland, huh? Very quiet in Metland. I don't know what the hell we're going to talk about on this Sunday night. I honestly didn't know we was going to have time to do this show because I've been extremely busy. I actually was away for a couple of days, but said, what the hell? We got home in time. Said, why not? We had everything set up. Let's have some fun. But there's really nothing to talk about. What do you guys want to talk about? How about, I know what we could talk about. Let's see if I can find it here. As we heard, I even forgot exactly what day it was, but we got a report, a post. I don't even know, honestly, what to call it, but from what we call a tocayo of mine, Hector Gomez. Let's see. Come on, where is it, Heck? Hurry up. Where my guy Hector Gomez says the New York Mets are favorites to sign Framber Valdez. Here we go. Let's see. We could put it up here. Hold on. Let's make sure that it's viewable, first of all. All right. One more. There we go. That's nice and nice. That should be able to be seen. And this is what we got. What day was this? Whatever. November 27th or somewhere along those lines, 26. The Mets are the favorites to sign Framber Valdez. It is expected that they will sign him for 6 years and $200 million. What the hell kind of crap is this? The Mets are the favorites. And then this is taken as this is gospel. Oh my gosh, the Mets are the favorites. And people start reposting it and rewording it and maybe even using the same word and quoting it. And I'm like, this says nothing. And of course, because I guess this guy, his brother is now our first base coach. Well, there's a connection there. He has to know something. But again, what is he reporting? And shout out to my guy Darren, man. And listen to the guy, man. Listen to the guy. We're gonna have a little quick, intimate gathering here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We ain't got all night. We got shit to do. We got to go to bed, honestly, and be up early. But that was just funny to me, that report there. The Mets are the favorites. It would have been something different if you say the Mets and Framber Valdez's camp or whatever are in talks on a contract. It is believed that they're in talks on the contract. It is believed that it's somewhere along the lines of 6 years, $200 million, so on and so forth. Something like that. Then you could say, okay, maybe there might be something here. But this has now been, 3-4 days? Nothing. And I don't expect anything. And to be honest, I mean, if you listen to Watch Blunt Thoughts, listen to me in Spaces, when we did the Spaces, whatever, I've been saying, to me, Valdez would be the guy, or one of the guys that I would try to bring in here. I apologize for the lighting today, ladies and gentlemen. I actually moved some stuff around, and I was using the light for something else, and I forgot to bring it back. Hey, Will, Ain't got to watch, my guy. You ain't got to watch. We appreciate it. We appreciate it, but you ain't got to watch, bro. If you don't like the conversation, it's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good. I know what you guys want to talk about. I know what we want to talk about. How about we talk about Kodai Senga? How about we talk about Kodai Senga? As earlier today, we got a report from Will Salmon. Shout out to Will Salmon. Out here doing good things. Let's see here. Where is that at? We got a report earlier today from the homie Will Salmon. Here it is. Here it is. Here we go. Let's make that a little bigger so we can see it. There we go. That's better. That's better, heck. Let's go back over here. And shout out to the homie Eddie, man. I apologize, Eddie, but you know Sunday nights is Blunt Thoughts night, man. You know, Eddie's doing the Knicks post game, the Knicks imposing on my time. Get out of here with these Sunday night games, man. But earlier today, from SNY Mets, per at Will Salmon, Kodai Senga recently informed the Mets that he preferred to stay with the team as opposed to being traded somewhere else. More from Will's reporting. After experiencing an injury, this is quote, after experiencing an injury, poor performance, and a demotion last season, Senga is said to want to reestablish himself as a top starter in the Mets rotation. Senga, who made just one start in 2024 because of injuries, feels an obligation to the organization and its fans. Nevertheless, Senga also understands the business. Senga's sentiments, however well-meaning they seem, do not necessarily change the situation. Despite his preference, the Mets still might trade him. Earlier this month, The Athletic reported Senga was attracting trade interest from multiple teams. Senga, however, can block trades to 10 franchises with a limited no-trade clause, unquote. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, how you guys feel. I know we have a tendency that is immediately when a player struggles, if a player says something, or for whatever reason we don't like the player, he has to get out of here. He has to get out of here. He stinks. He'll never be any good. He has to go. And that's pretty much a sentiment with Kodai Senga. I've even lately have been saying, you know what? Maybe it is time to get away from Kodai Senga. But I struggle it. I go back and forth. And I see this report. And I'm like, you know what? I'm willing to bring him back. Now, I'm not looking to him to be my ace. I am not looking at him to be my ace. Right? In the article, I think he just said it here, right? No. Well, in the article, because I did read the article. In the article, Will Salmon referenced what we all heard. When Davis returns, yeah, we can't count on this guy to give us 30 starts. I'm not going to count on that at all. But hey, maybe last season is a sort of a stepping stone for him where he finds that comfort. I don't know how many people actually went and watched Adam Ottavino besides the clips and the whole nonsense with Mendoza and Nimmo and so on and so forth. But there was a lot of good stuff in that 46-minute breakdown of the Mets that he did. One of those things was how he spoke about Kodai Senga. And he talked about, you know, the struggle with the organization and his camp and him and, you know, him being mercurial and the fact that things that we've talked about. You know, if he's a little bit out of whack, if he feels like his mechanics are not 100% in line or perfectly aligned, he doesn't want to pitch. Ottavino talked about how he usually controls his rehab when he pitches, when he doesn't pitch. And I thought last season they had kind of overcome some of that, right? Hefner went to Japan, spent some time with him out there. Didn't seem to really work. He talked about, you know, I understand a little bit more how things are done here. I trust a little bit more how things are done here. But it didn't seem like that really played out. maybe with the new regime, maybe they can build a better trust with him. I don't know. But man, when he's good, he's good. He's good. Shout out to the room, man. Shout out to the room. Explosive, man. Happy holidays to you too, man. Thank you. Thank you. Lisa, what's up? My guy Junior. What's up, John? You like the song, Christian? Shout out to my homie Main Scrap, man. And shout out to my guy Flame, bro. You know, old school from the hood, man, trying to do their thing. So I still show him love. Honestly, don't even know what's up with Scrap at these moments. Flame is my brother. I actually saw him this weekend. He came into town, just like as I came into town, ironically. Who else we got here? Triple G. I don't know what to call you, man. So it's Triple G here, man. It's Triple G. Listen, I think Valdez would be a great move. Not a lot of people agree. A lot of people don't like Valdez. A lot of people caught up with the crossing of the catcher and all that stuff. It's funny, right? We like if some guys get fired up. We like if some guys show emotion. But we don't like it with some other guys. And we're going to get into some of that stuff. I don't give a damn about the cross-up with the catcher, bro. Straight up. It's not something you want to see, right? It's not something you want to see, but I can understand. I can understand how something like that happens. Frustration within the game, right? Just like people say, frustration within the game. Lindor, you know, say something to McNeil. That's in his right. He's the leader. But it's how you handle things, right? So Valdez was wrong for how he handled it. We'll get into some other stuff. But listen, the numbers to me, with my ignorant ass, looking at the numbers, are pretty damn good for Framber Valdez. And this is a guy that's a proven winner. Still gets the job done. Could come. Is he gonna come in here and be like, I don't know, like, I think he co-ace. He co-ace with McLean. You could argue about who's going to be the opening day starter, but who the hell cares, right? It'll probably be fucking Tyler McGill again. Oh, man, or who knows who. But I'm with Framber Valdez. I'm definitely with Framber Valdez. And then, listen, we may not like it, but we have about 7 starters right now as we speak. Yes, some guys will probably start in the minors. A guy's coming back from injury. Christian Scott will see when he's ready. But they're still looking at him as an option. Right? Brandon Sproat, Jonathan, depending on who we bring in here, may start in the minors. But then you got Minaya, who we need to bounce back. We need Sean Minaya to bounce back and be closer to 2024 than any other time. Besides maybe when he first came up with Oakland. And we all thought he was going to be, you know, really damn good for his entire career. But we know it's been up and down with Sean. I don't know if you guys seen, I did a video where, again, I know. Heck, what do you keep talking about Ottavino? Persona non grata. But listen, I give credit where credit is due. I don't like Ottavino. I call him Ottavino. He made some damn good points. He talked about Shamanaya, why he maybe didn't have the surgery for the loose elbows. We found out recently that he's over the loose elbows, supposedly. Let's hope it stays like that. He comes in this spring training and there's no setbacks. Go through a normal spring training and again gives us more 2024 Shamanaya than anything we've ever seen. But Ottavino talked about how when sometimes you get the surgery for the loose body, they can lose elbows, loose bodies in the elbow or whatever. It could be, or it could lead to Tommy John. And it's why a lot of guys are reluctant to get that surgery. And again, I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's a little dark. I moved the light. I forgot to bring it back. And we started the show and said, uh-oh, there's no light to turn on. Oh, well. Who the hell wants to see my ass, anyways? Anyways, so we'll see. Again, we found out. I know there was a big thing when we found out early on after the offseason that he wasn't going to get surgery, and people were bent out of shape about that. And now we find out that he's doing well and should be good to go. Let's hope that's the case. Let's hope that's the case. But we have him. You got Peterson, who we now need to see who the hell is David Peterson. Now we need to see for real who the hell is David Peterson. We thought we were going to see it last season after the surgery. He came back in 24, second half, all that stuff ended well. And we were like, okay, so was it the hip surgery? Was that it? 25, great start, and then seemed to tire it out. Again, shout out to Anthony McCarron, who told me before the season, Hector, I know you want to see David Peterson step up, but it's going to be a big innings jump for him. We got to see if we'll be able to handle it. Was it the innings that tired him out, and that's why he struggled towards the end of the season? Well, we need to find out right now. Who the hell are you, David Peterson? Right? But they're still counting on him. Clay Holmes, whom I thought had a hell of a year. Why the hell are we giving these guys fucking free promotion? Get the hell out of here. Clay Holmes, who had a hell of a year. We'll see. And I know, like, what, run it back? You can't run it back. And I get it. But what are you going to do with these guys? You going to trade them? I guess. For what? For who? Is a trade with a Sean Manaea and they're going to go get you a Paul Skeens? Come on. Right? Like Clay Holmes, David Peterson, or any of those guys? We know the young guys possibly. But are these guys even available? Scooble, Skeens, Peralta, Joe Ryan. One day you hear they might be. The other day you hear they won't be. Mostly you hear that they won't be. But those are the things that we've heard. Mets are favorites to sign Framber Valdez. Senga wants to return. I'm actually intrigued about how they would do it. Will they bring him back? Are they hell-bent on shipping him out? What do the new pitching coaches feel about it? It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Let's see what we got here. What else we got here? What else we got here? What's going on, Stefan? What's going on? Ortiz, what's up, my guy? I was in your neck of the woods. Well, you know that. 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 De lo mío, que lo que, manito, que lo que. What's going on, Jason? Been a minute, man. Let's go Mets, baby. 2 draft picks and $1 million in international money for who? Who we doing that for? I give him just about anything if we're talking about a Paul Skeens, for sure. And even Scuba till its limits. As long as I'm able to talk, contract extension with him. Don't talk to me about no Scott Boras ain't gonna. I don't give a damn. That's how I'm making a trade. That's how I'm making a trade. You gotta let me talk, and we gotta try to come to some kind of extension, or else I can't give you the farm. I still be willing to make the trade, but the price may have to come down a little bit. Steven, you don't want to hear it with Senga, huh? You don't want to hear it with Senga? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I would give him a chance. I would give him that chance. I don't know. Unless you could get something of value for him, but that's the thing, you're trading kind of low on him. Don't we always talk about, we don't want to trade low, we don't want to trade low. Although I always say that doesn't really make sense, right? Because for the most part, you're not going to trade high on guys. And sometimes you do. Listen, say whatever the hell you want. We traded higher to Brandon Nimmo. I don't give a damn about no damn fucking contract and all. It's not gonna age well and all of this nonsense. We traded higher Brandon Nimmo, so it could happen. But for the most part, if a guy is doing well for you, you don't want to trade him unless you have to. Unless you feel like trading him is gonna strengthen you more, and you'll be able to make another move or whatever the case is, or you got somebody coming up that's gonna be able to step into that hole you created. So I don't know, man. Now, if you can pull off a trade for one of these other guys that we keep talking about, maybe it's easier to trade a Senga. And at the same time, they were trying to trade him, right? Or they were open to trading him. So we'll see. But I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I respect that. I respect that. Patty! What's up, Patty? What is up? Good to see you, Patty. Very good to see you, Patty. Very happy to see you, actually. Well, see you. You know what I mean. If we are depending on him to be, that's a hell of a 3-starter. What do you want for a 3-starter? And I don't think we're depending on him to be anything, actually. We're trying to trade him. The reality is they were actively trying to trade him. So, I don't know. Listen, it may not have been for long. I forget. This guy's always been hurt, right? But when he's healthy, man, he is freaking number one material, ace material, man. Like, that's the reality. But I get it. I'm not here hung up on we gotta bring Kodak Senga back. No, 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 no. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Happy holidays, happy holidays, happy holidays. Now this here, yeah. Pitch every 5 days. I don't know. Happy Sunday, homie. Happy Sunday. Don't worry, I didn't make it. I didn't make it, so that's why I didn't hit you up. I didn't make it to the store. I had issues. I had issues today. I had issues. What's up, NY Sports Act? What's going on? Yeah, man, I really like Framber too. I really like Framber too. Hope everyone had good turkey. Well, honestly, I'm not sure if there's such thing as good turkey. I don't eat that crap of any kind. Well, I apologize. I shouldn't say crap. But I don't eat turkey. I don't eat turkey. I don't know if there's any such thing as good turkey. But I understand the sentiment. Hope everyone had good turkey. The Mets, though, have the biggest turkey, though, named David Stearns. Let's hope that's not the case, man. Let's hope that's not the case. I know it's easy to say that right now. I know a lot of people are not happy right now. We're still waiting. Listen, we're still young in the offseason. We're still young in the offseason. Winter meetings coming up. Hopefully things really heat up then. The hot stove really becomes the hot stove. But I also understand the sentiment. It's showtime for David Stearns. This is a pivotal offseason for David Stearns right here. It's put up a shut-up time for David Stearns. The leash is getting real short as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion, for David Stearns. I need to see some real substantial winning. What does that mean, Hector? So if they win X amount of games, I just got to see it. I got to see it, and then we'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? The team can have a hell of a season, get knocked out in a wild card round, and I could feel good about it in the direction that we're headed in. Or it could do the same thing, and we could feel terrible about it the whole time. We've been there before. You guys know what I mean. As we were watching the collapse in 22, or many, I don't want to call it a collapse, but you know what I'm talking about. Letting first place slip away. The weekend in Atlanta, we couldn't win one damn game. Getting manhandled by San Diego. Last season, the slow collapse. Right, so you can see it happen. And then you don't feel good about that. Then you're in the offseason that we're having now. Oh, you don't want to know what happened, Patty. You don't want to know. Living in these tenement buildings, no bueno. Let's just say that. Bathroom became a mess. They had to come in here and do a whole mess of work. Let's just say I got up, thought I was going to go have a shower and good stuff, and I found a pool in the bathroom. Anyways, thankfully it's all fixed. Whoa! Hector, all year long, every game that I watch, about 120 games, I can see Lindor doesn't like Soto at all. Lindor have become a cancer on the team. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Triple's good, Ortiz. Triple's good. Let me tell you this, though. Let me tell you this about Tampa, man, ladies and gentlemen. It was a great. Got to spend time with my two sisters, my nieces and nephews. But damn, oh damn. Whenever they say, yo, it's cold out here. It's cold out here. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? It's cold out there. Give me a damn break. I'm thinking I'm going to Tampa. I'm going to come back laughing at y'all with a nice tan and shit. Right, not you, obviously, right? But to the New Yorkers. Huh? The joke was on me. It was cold as hell out there, man. What the hell's going on? It was cold as hell out in Tampa now, but it was a good trip. It was short, but it was good. Actually, the first day I got there was okay, but then it was cold. Then it was cold. I mean, yeah, if you have a choice, if you have to choose between those two, definitely. Definitely. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm taking my time here. As much as I don't want to be here too late. I'm taking my time here, right? And I'm going through the comments because I really don't want to talk about the nonsense. I really don't want to talk about the nonsense, but we're going to have fun with the nonsense. And we're going to be blunt about the nonsense. This is what we do. That's what we do, whether people like it or not. This team needs more guys with fire. You know what's funny? That this team has a guy with fire, and everybody hates him. So I'm told. I know fans hate him. That's for sure. Some have made it perfectly clear. Who you talking about, Hector? We'll see. We'll see. I don't know why. I don't know why. I wouldn't say that. Lindor seems to have issues with a lot of people on the team. See, this is what I mean. With who? I wouldn't say that. Patty agrees that Peterson got tired. I'm so far behind on these comments. Cowboy man, what is going on, man? Been a minute. How you doing? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Shout out to the 190 plus beautiful people up in here, man. We appreciate you. Let's double that up before we get the hell out of here. Share it with your enemies. Tell them to come see this fool. They could put it on mute if they want. Yes, Griffin Canning. But we don't have Griffin Canning back, right? He's a free agent. But Griffin Canning was definitely having a good season. Shout out to the homie Eddie, man. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Sorry, man. I know I cut it into a little bit of your post game, but you know Sunday night is Blunt Thoughts night, man. And we got a curfew. We got a bedtime. So we got to get we got to get the show in before, it gets too late. That might be. Hey, listen, if we got 5 horses, we got 5 guys out there could go out there every 5th day and give us a quality start 80% of the time, then I'm with you. To hell with a 6-man rotation. Sorry, Senga. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Come on, man. We can't be that pessimistic. The rotation will be the same, Hector. Maybe Stearns would add Nestor Cortez or something like that. Nah, man, he can't be that crazy. He can't be that crazy. Patty's not happy. Patty says Lindor has a huge ego. Captain my ass. And Diarrhea agrees. Of course, my guy. Of course, man. I definitely want to keep Senga, man. I definitely want to keep Senga. Eddie, I actually watched some of the Knicks game tonight, so I can actually comment a little bit. But I always try to watch anyways, bro. Even if it's something I have to go watch the playback. At least I know what the hell is going on from you guys, Lindor has led us. We want a captain, but not when he's holding players accountable. This is the thing about the captain. You said it right there. We, as in the fans, want a captain. This whole captain conversation was created by the fans. It wasn't like the Mets said, hey, we're thinking about naming a captain, and Francisco Lindor is the leader in the clubhouse. No, it's the fans kept pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing till the media start asking the players. The media starts asking the front office. The media starts asking Mendoza. But this is a fan-created conversation. I could give 2 shits about a freaking captain, to be honest with you guys. What the hell does that mean? What is it, 8 captains in baseball? Are all those teams winning championships? Like, and no offense, but Lindor has led us to what? Lindor has led us to what? Shout out to my guy, man, David. But Lindor's led us to what? Lindor had a great 2024 on the field. That's another thing. People equate that to being a leader. Oh, you're a leader. He might lead on the field by production, and he sure as hell did that in 24. But if we have an honest conversation, we talked about underwhelming start for Juan Soto. Oof. We talk about underwhelming start for Lindor. That took more than a freaking year. Right? 2024 was great. But even last season, we saw the good start And then the disappearance came in the middle of the season there. I know Hector, he was hurt, the toe. That's another thing. Now that's a freak injury. But when we talk about, oh, Pete Alonso's not going to age well and his body type and he's going to break down. Well, he hasn't broken down. Plays just as many games as Lindor. Brandon Nimmo wasn't going to age well. Now he's gone, whatever. But we've had a couple of off seasons where, oh, Lindor had to have surgery for this. Lindor had to have this cleaned up. We just had him, he had to have an elbow or something cleaned up. The back issue. A couple of years ago in the offseason, we found out after the year, oh, Lindor played the whole year with nursing such and such. Why don't we have the conversation about how's he going to age? How's the arm going to age? How much longer is he going to play shortstop? And where the hell are we going to move him? Ain't going to be third base with a rotten arm. And it's not here to bash Lindor, but like, let's have an honest conversation here. As that is going to lead us to the conversation that I've been trying to slowly, I guess, But before getting to that, let's see. Let's see if we got anything else here. Why the hell? Why the hell would the Stearns be the league? No, according to a lot of people, the Stearns is Nimmo because now Nimmo is public enemy number one. Now Nimmo is public enemy number one. Nimmo hates everybody. Nimmo hated Lindor. Nimmo hated the Lindor captain conversation, which is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. But, we pick and choose which quotes we want to take, which quotes fit narratives. You know what I'm saying? We look up certain articles. So a lot of people think Nimmo is the league. I don't know who the hell is the league, man. Honestly, I don't care who the league was. I don't care who the league was. Let's see here. I don't know if I have that. I don't know if I have that here ready to go. I don't. But we already know. We all know, right? The Mike Puma story in the Post where he talked about a new incident between Lindor and McNeil, where apparently, his words, not mine, Lindor verbally attacked McNeil. He'd be like, oh my gosh, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? Ain't no big deal. That's what a leader's supposed to do. That's what a veteran's supposed to do. Well, McNeil's a veteran too. Right? It's about accountability, and I'm all for that. And since I'm a wise ass, let's back it up here. So you get that report as I'm flying to New York Friday night. I'm on a flight. And we get that report, and my phone starts blowing up. Private messages from my friends. Forget about social media and stuff. My friends, I start seeing stuff on social media, on X mainly, because that's really all I use. I'm not really on the other stuff. And mainly what I'm getting is, oh, McNeil's a jerk. McNeil's a this, McNeil's a that, McNeil has to go. So since I'm a jerk, since I'm a wise ass, I post something to the effect, wait a minute here. Francisco Lindor chokes Jeff McNeil 2-3 years ago, whenever the hell that was. Francisco Lindor now verbally attacks Jeff McNeil. Yet Jeff McNeil is supposed to be the guy with anger issues. Now, this is what I don't understand, ladies and gentlemen. This is funny, man. Shout out to Randy and Top. Shout out to my guy Randy. They had their show last night. I think it was. I watched it. And Top says, how can anybody say Lindor's a bad guy if you don't even know him? While in the next breath, telling us how much we know that Jeff McNeil's a bad guy. Well, how the hell you know Jeff McNeil's a bad guy? You don't even know him. Because Jeff McNeil's intense on the baseball field? Because Jeff McNeil gets upset at himself when he makes an out? Because Jeff McNeil slams a helmet? So that makes him a bad guy? I saw people talk about Jeff McNeil probably beats his wife. How the fuck do you know that? Right? But we pick sides. One guy smiles and has a beautiful family. So he has to be a nice guy. The other guy has a wife and kids. But he's a bad guy because he's intense. But then people will tell me we need fire on this team. That's what I say, but we've had fire on this team. But we don't like that fire. See, and I'm not here telling you Jeff McNeil is a great player and we should bring him back for his talents. Shout out to Carson, who's trying to take shots at me. Shout out to Carson, though. I think he does a show next week. And I apologize, not just a shot. I apologize if I'm not naming the show properly because I don't really know. But he put out a post where that's valid. Now I have to look deeper into it, but he put out some numbers. He put out some video about how bad a double play combination Jeff McNeil and Francisco Lindor have been. You want to give me that as a reason why we need to break that up? I could jump on board with that. I'd be lying if I told you that I didn't watch games sometimes and I'm like, gosh darn it, Jeff, you got to be quicker on that. Or you got to be better on that. Where I felt like they should have turned a double play and it wasn't turned? Of course. Of course. But the other nonsense is exactly that, nonsense. I'm pretty sure there's blame to go on both sides. Let me tell you guys something. You guys see how I am. I get fired up. I wear my emotions on my sleeve. I don't like to talk about this shit too much because people like to dismiss it. But at 49 years old, I still play. I play softball. I played baseball till a couple of years ago with my guy Junior and his brother and so on and so forth. They know how crazy I can get. Shout out to my guy Matt. They know how there was a situation where I felt where maybe there wasn't all out being given and I said something stupid and I was wrong. I still feel right in how, let's play this hard, but I was wrong in how I handled it. So Lindor may have been right. And yo, Jeff, what is it with this crap? Give me a harder throw on a double play. Give me a better feed. But it's how you say it. And for somebody to say verbally attacked, listen, I don't know. That's their interpretation, right? We weren't there at the end of the day. But we know they already had some issue. How many times have I talked about how, that issue happened and they may have apologized to each other and they may have talked because they're teammates, right? But it may have been that. Those guys may probably never talk, and that's cool. You don't have to be friends. But you got to coexist, right? So obviously, they coexist, especially if you're playing shortstop and second base. At least you're doing this to each other. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. But that's how you communicate between shortstop and second base, right? Who's covering, who's not covering, right? Open mouth, closed mouth. Maybe a couple of things. But we talked about how with Iglesias in the clubhouse, they probably had other conversations, probably coexisted even more, had some laughs. But we ain't had that in 2025. the people's leader, the people's captain, wasn't able to create that atmosphere. At least that's what it seems like. I don't know. But I'm not here to put blame. What I have an issue is the immediate blame and the assumption that Jeff McNeil is this horrible person because he is an intense baseball player, because he's intense. Nah, I can't. I can't vibe with that. I'm sorry. I can't vibe with that. I dismiss that all the time. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's not about the skills. I'm not here talking about the skills. You know? And at the end of the day, is that what really, by the term stunk? Listen, it's the age-old debate. What comes first, chemistry or winning? Winning and chemistry. I think it go either way. I think when you're winning, it's easy to have chemistry. It's easy to get along when you're winning. Right? But when you're losing, that's what really shows character, right? And also, I believe sometimes the vibe could be so good, the chemistry could be so good, that it can lead you to do things that you probably shouldn't be doing with the talent that you have. So that could go either way. But the bottom line with the real this team is pitching. We all know that. We all know that. What the real this team is pitching. There's no debating that. But I'm not gonna act like we didn't have the conversation all throughout the season. At least those of us that are honest. You know what I'm saying? Those of us that don't try to control narratives, right? That try to protect certain people. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm gonna talk about everything. I don't have a problem with it. I'm not here accusing anybody. I'm just saying I don't have a problem with Mike Puma writing the story. I don't. Because to me, it just brings light to stuff that we were wondering. So now we know that there's still something there. And that maybe it wasn't as great in there as we would like it to be, or as we would think it is. Right. The whole Lindor Soto thing. Now that it's not cool, but it happens. You got two strong personalities, not even strong personalities, but you got two big personalities. You got a guy that's, quiet, just likes to go about his business. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you would also think that the people's leader, the people's captain, can make it a little bit more welcoming. Again, we could be in denial. We could be in denial and act like this guy did not seem happier everywhere else he's been. We could act like that. I'm not. Hell yeah, he seemed happier in his 1 year as a Yankee for the most part and vibed with his teammates. Hell yeah, he seemed happy in San Diego. Now, we also heard that that clubhouse wasn't great. Does that mean he regrets being a man? It doesn't matter. He's also human. There's a lot of you in here that have had to move, that have moved states or whatever. At least one of you, maybe two, have to have said, damn, along the way, did I do the right thing at first when you did it? Shit, you may even be thinking it now. And it may have been years. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Oh, well, that report wouldn't have been written. We wouldn't be having this conversation if we won, if their team won. Well, they didn't. This is the reality. This is the reality. But in my opinion, if this team made the playoffs, this story probably would have came out. but it would have came out in a different vein, right? It would have been like, look how good this team was, that they were able to overcome this situation in the clubhouse. That's I think would have happened. Really, my guy? Really? Hopefully, eventually they are. Come on, these dudes were barely in the same part of the dugout, man. These dudes were barely in the same part of the dugout, man. Hopefully, eventually they are. And I'm not saying they don't like each other or anything like that. I'm just saying they're definitely totally different. Excuse me. But Stearns is like Nico Harrison. That's crazy. Let's hope not. Hey, maybe. And maybe Soto should have gone to a fashion show or something. I don't freaking know. One? None? One? I need more than one chip. I need more than one chip, but I don't give a damn what Judge and the Yankees do. But especially if he stays here the 15 years, which, we hope he does. Yeah. Strawberry Punch Hernandez in 87 spring training. Did the Mets win in 87? So we want to act, the 86 Mets was fighting each other. Were they really? Or were they fighting other teams? Strawberry Punch Hernandez in 87, but Strawberry respects the hell out of Keith. You think McNeil respects the hell out of out of Lindor? After being choked out by him? Maybe. Winning is definitely fun. I'm not going to down church. Winning is definitely fun. Trust me. They have better places to clear the air than, maybe they should go to the strip club. Like Odd said. Clear the air there. You think he's gonna opt out after 5 years? So he better get us at least one. Shit. Not even those Indians won. Not even those Indians won. Listen, again, we know everybody don't have to be friends, man. You just have to coexist. Just have to coexist. But unfortunately, this team wasn't able to do that. Was that the reason why they weren't able to win? Hell no. But when you don't win and you have that stuff like that going on, this is what it leads to. This type of conversation that we really don't want to have. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The whole Lindor Soto thing. Listen, the McNeil Lindor shit. It is what it is. It shouldn't happen. Shouldn't be choking nobody out. Shouldn't be cursing nobody out. You want to tell the guy, yo, got to be better. there's certain ways of doing that. You know what I'm saying? I learned that the hard way. Trust me. I'm a hothead. And it's different than when you play Little League, shit, even high school. When you're playing with grown ass men, yeah, it's not professional baseball. It makes it even worse. When you're playing with grown ass men who are paying their own way to play, who are sacrificing their time from their family to play. Some who come in like, oh, I just come here to have fun, to get away, and want to have a beer or two while you're playing softball. And then you have a knucklehead like me who wants to win at all costs. How you think that's gonna go? You think I ain't come on my face? Especially when I was managing the team? And it wouldn't go well sometimes. And shout out to my homie P. Miller, who y'all see coming here every now and then, my brother, who even told me one time, yo, the whole you getting fired up on your own and you play better, but that shit affects everybody else negatively or some other guys negatively. It's a totally different ballgame. So no matter how much of a leader, Lindor, whatever, you need to learn how to lead. You need to learn who you could bark at and who you need to go approach in a certain way. Maybe like that's part of leading. Maybe Jeff McNeil is not a guy that you can't, you know what I'm saying, say something in front of everybody because he takes it a certain way. May not like it, but as the leader, you need to recognize that and know that, you know what, maybe I got to pull him aside and be like, yo, Jeff, my guy, I need you to be better, bro. I need a better feed, whatever the case may be. I don't know. As we get ready to wrap this up, because we ain't going to try to do no more than an hour here. The Lindor Soto thing, that's a Soto thing. That's a Juan Soto thing. And it's not a bad thing, but that's his personality. He's the one that Starling Marte had to push to be more involved with the team and what the team wanted to do. He's the one that's an introvert. He's the one that doesn't want to hang out at a time where the team, right? Think about it. This team just came from 2024, from all this bonding that they kept talking about doing. Some people ridiculed him for it. This is a team that had one guy in Brandon Nimmo who built his house thinking about team bonding and having guys over. This is what they want to do. Their home run celebration is getting together in a group and taking a fake freaking picture. And you wanted no part of that. That's a Soto issue. Why? I don't know. Again, I always got this idea, this vibe from him. Shit, the shuffle, we barely saw that. And I don't want to get into this stuff because people can't have these conversations, honestly. Right? Like, oh, we're going to talk about that again. Oh, yeah, we're fucking having a conversation. If you don't like it, get the hell out of here. I'm going to have it. But here's a guy who, like, you came here and you try to be this whole, like, freaking professional, like this business dude. Maybe you've always been that way, but that's not the perception that we had. You came across as a joyful guy, a playful guy. You gotta have fun. Will you let the money get to you? The pressure of the money, trying to, you know, perform up to that level? Nah, dude, keep having fun. So if there's any issue, and it's not an issue, it's just a different personalities. But that's Soto's fault. No, I'm gonna say that. That's Juan Soto's fault. De lo mío, todo de lo mío, mi hermano. Yo tengo fotos en mi teléfono de todos los años ahí, right field, taking pictures of your ass in different uniforms. Talk about, I can't wait till this guy's a Met. You my guy, my guy. But this is blunt thoughts. You was disappointing as hell, bro, in how you carried yourself. and a little bit of the play at first. Nah, they'll get over it. They'll get over it. They'll definitely get over it. They need you to hurry the hell up and get over it, though. We working on that. We working on that, Lomio. We working on that. We working on that. This is like a a one thing, but we got to do something better, man. Who the hell gonna want Blunt Thoughts merch? Nah, come on. I'm too old for that shit. That poor shit, bro. Yo, tú muy viejo para esa vaina, mi hermano. No, man. Fuck out of here with that shit, man. Pictures of Juan Soto, bro, in the outfit. Fucking guy, man. But nah, man, listen. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody. Again, I wasn't sure if we're gonna have time to actually Tú sabes en español para que la gente no sepa. Se pueden ahí. What? Hey, you guys are too much. Oh my gosh. Anyways, man. Quiet time in Mets Town, man. Quiet time in Mets Town. Nothing to talk about but nonsense, of course. Why can't we get a real signing instead of these freaking low risk, high reward signing David Stearns keeps making? Give us some real signings so we can have something real to talk about, man. I can't wait to this damn winter meetings that are probably going to underwhelm us too. Going to the winter meetings expecting, fireworks and we get fucking nothing. But we'll see. We'll see. Is it going to be Framber Valdez? Are we going to be able to pull a trade from one of these guys that we keep talking about? Is it going to be my guy Flip's dream of Fernando Tatis? Come on, man. You think I didn't see the comment about Fernando Tatis to fix the clubhouse? Oh, boy. It all looks fun. It all looks like guys love each other until they get in the same clubhouse. And then we find out it's a different story. We'll see, man. We'll see. But bottom line, to wrap up, I wouldn't have a problem bringing Kodai Senga back, but I got to bring somebody else up in this bitch, for sure. I got to bring somebody else up in here to anchor this rotation, to help my guy Nolan McLean grow into that ace. And then we'll see what happens with the other young guys. And, of course, the Sengas, the Petersons, the Manayas. Not Senga, the Petersons, the Manayas, Clay Holmes. We've stayed away from it. But we'll see what happens with Pete Alonso and how we handle that. I don't know what the hell we're waiting for to bring Edwin Diaz back. I don't know what the hell we're waiting for. Edwin Diaz should have been signed a long damn time ago. And the only reason why Edwin Diaz is not signed is because of freaking David Stearns and his penny pinching ways and his desire to win every damn contract. Cut the bullshit and go bring Edwin Diaz back. Give him his 4 or 5 years. I don't give a damn. You don't tell me we can't get at least another 3-4 years out of Edwin Diaz. You'd rather sign one of these 35, 36-year-old guys that you could get for 2 years? Same crap. Nah, he don't want no 30 million. He ain't that crazy. 30 million. Holy shit. No way in hell. Starter money. Yeah, I'll be at the QBC. I got security, though. So you motherfuckers, I think y'all gonna do something. I don't know what the hell Soto was thinking, man. That was part of my frustration, though, Patty, with him. Is like, I didn't expect him to have no damn whatchamacallit, adjustment period to playing with. Like, dude, you just came from the other side. He just came from the other side. But that's what I'm saying. Like, he went to the Yankees where Yankee fans don't love Aaron Judge. Yankee fans love Aaron Judge. Right? He was able to deal with that. You know what? Let me get out of here. Because I was about to say something that I know is going to cause a firestorm. Let me leave that alone. Listen. If anything, the Pete Alonso relations thing, it got so sour that he was gonna opt out no matter what. I was saying it all year, Patty. I was saying it all freaking year. Offer Pete Alonso a damn extension. No, why would you do that? Why would you do that? This is, well, whatever. The same thing with Edwin Diaz. And that's why, in my opinion, Edwin Diaz opted out in the way that he did. Because he knew. You think his agent wasn't telling him, like, yo, you know this guy Stearns, bro. This is your shot right here. Everybody knows, though. You think the GMs, the agents around the league don't think the same way some fans do? Like, yo, this fucking guy, David Stearns, is a penny pincher. He won't do this. He won't do that. We can't get this from him. We can't get that. They know. But we'll see. All right, Triple G, since you asked for it, well, I was going to say, and I didn't want to say, but I'm going to say it anyways, and I'm going to get the hell out of here, and I don't give a damn how anybody feels. Again, we talk about leadership. Why was Aaron Judge able to make Juan Soto feel so comfortable being himself? Because he wasn't hanging out with them either. How come we didn't hear any stories about that? Oh, that's right, heck, they were winning. They won. Unfortunately, we didn't win. Unfortunately, as much as we may not like it, we haven't had leadership on this team for a damn long time. Now, we're counting on the Marcus Semien to be the savior. See, this team needed OMG more than OMG himself. Anyways, appreciate you guys, man, and gals. Over 290 plus of you beautiful people up in here. Thank you very much. I'm sorry to be an annoying asshole, but we just like to be blunt. And that's what it is. But no matter what, all day, every day, in my guy Pete Alonso's words, it's LFGM. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you quite often this week. We're going to start doing a lot more things, and we may even start doing some more spaces. We haven't done any off-season spaces. We may start doing some of that, especially as the winter meetings and all that kick off. Oh, and we'll be having a special guest coming soon. Very special guest. I've been working on this. He finally responded. I don't want to say anything yet, but you know who you are. If you're watching this, you're probably not watching this. But if you do, shout out to you. Hope you feel better. And we're going to make it happen, man. That's going to be a lot of fun. And you guys will enjoy it. Trust me. You guys will enjoy it. And Junior, no, it's not Sal. It's not Sal. Good night, y'all, man. Love you guys. Peace.
Double stitches on that denim swag. Tell me how the truth fit. The reason you don't like me, cause you ain't nothing like me. Ain't a killer, but don't push me, or the judge gon' have to like me. Label me a city boy, playing with your kitty boy. She love my 2 chains, so she showing me them titties. Boy, call me Luke Kane. I got kicks like city swag. I play a by the rim like I'm hooping on a bitty court. You ain't nothing like me, he ain't nothing like me. The faces on the screen, a bitch gon' have to Skype me. Step is a machine, you never seen nothing like me. Money ain't a thing, can't nobody buy me. They acting like they like me, but I know they don't like me. Money over everything, tell them haters bite me. watch me do it. You ain't like me, you ain't got no cash. You ain't like me, you ain't got no swag. You ain't like me.
My clique full of animals and we made ourselves with minimal. Fuck you, no subliminals. Putting in this work, nigga. That's why they feelings hurt, nigga. Swear we need a hearse cause we rep our shites to the dirt, nigga. If I'm in the club